Magu Sho, divine marijuana brings immortality. So, yes, I have on a t-shirt that says in acronym language hemp NBL, and then I actually made this t-shirt, so it's the only one in existence, like most stuff that I make. So I painted a hemp leaf. We we try to make a distinction between the hemp plant and the marijuana plant. And when they grow on the same plant, we call that plant cannabis. So the marijuana, the female side of the plant, and the hemp, the male side of the plant, start out on the same plant, both male and female. And then after they've grown to a certain point, if you're a farmer, you have to separate the female from the male. So the female can turn into marijuana. Anyway, oh, excuse me. Um, so, what does this mean? Oh, why I started saying that in the first place is because, like I said, we make a distinction. So, what I didn't put on here when I show the hemp plant, or this is the leaf, what I didn't show on here as far as the hemp goes is all the different things, products and things that you can make from this one plant. That's so amazing to me. That is so amazing to me. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, so you put, well, first of all, you need land. So I have land. I have the space, because it's different trying to grow in the desert than trying to grow in soil, other places where it rains and you got water, blah, 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 blah. So I'll get into all that. So, but this is basically what I'm talking about. One, excuse me, one plant, one, okay, which means one seed, right? What I found out, they have different seeds for, hemp use and different seeds, so as a house, chat temple, I'm getting ahead of myself, but we would like to grow the best that we can. But now, let's get back to the simple description, the way I started. I do that a lot, huh? Anyway, so you have to have land, so that's taken care of. The land is taken care of. So now you need to get a whole bunch, not no 1 and 2, 3 seeds. Like, we need a bag of seeds, because this is like, say if we're gonna grow an acre of hemp and marijuana, That's a lot of seeds. So anyway, so you need the land that's taken care of. You need the seeds. I don't have that many seeds. I have seeds, but I don't have that many seeds. And then you need people. So if I'm doing this by myself, I am not. Let me reiterate. I am not planting a whole acre by myself. Now, maybe when I was 25 years old, when people was telling me to my face, I got land, I got land. You know, I'm in New York. They like, I got land down south. Why? I'm like, even back then, I'm like, why are you in New York? Let me use the land. Well, well. Let me use the land. You don't know what to do with it. You in New York. Anyway, it never happened, obviously. But that's okay because now I got my own and I'm going to use it to help my people. You got a problem with that? So, what does this? So, did I do the whole description? You have land. We need seeds. We need students to help put them seeds in the ground, like a bunch of seeds. And then when the plants, we water the plant, and all that stuff. And as the plants start to grow, we make sure there's no weeds and cultivate. They call it cultivation. You take care of the plant for about 3 months or so, and then you harvest it. And the very first thing you can make from the hemp plant is you can, as soon as you take the buds off the plant, you can make CBD oil. I've done it. It's not that hard. You decombobulate or discombobulate or whatever they call it when you put it in the oven, and get the chemicals active, and you put it in virgin. What the hell is a virgin olive oil? But anyway, you put it in some good oil. We're gonna do coconut oil. We're gonna do olive oil. We're gonna do. But anyway, simple process. Soon as the hemp or the marijuana grow, you heat it up, put it in a pot with, in this case it would be a big ass pot, but put it in a pot with one of the oils that you choose, a good oil, because we're planning on a lot of people using our products. So you put it in the oil and you cook it, and it becomes a CBD or a THC medicine. So CBD is good for pain and anxiety and other effects of being out of balance, or what you might call being sick. But it's the THC in the marijuana, yes. It's the THC that is the actual medicine. I'm talking about if I took a pound of marijuana, as we call it, and cooked it down to a little tiny vial like this, a little glass vial about that big, maybe a little bigger, but not much. I said a pound, little tiny bit, and this is called Rick Simpson oil. I don't know if I can say that on video, but it's too goddamn late, ain't it? So you make this oil out of the plant, and it's been curing cancer, and the same type of medicine has been curing, what did that little girl have? Epilepsy. you imagine living? No, you probably can't. So when I talk about this is a IRS registered, that means I have an IRS number as a what they made me say church. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll figure out a way to use that, and I have. So the legal name is the Church of Divinity. In case you feel like donating to the cause, my brothers and my sisters. But anyway, I wanted to play a I wanted to play a video, old video that I did called Mel Om Tai Chi Kui Gong. Now, when I lived in New York, I used to set up a table where I was the only brother selling all Chinese stuff on 125th Street in Harlem. And I would ride the train all the way from the Bronx down to Harlem, carry my table. Now I'm right down the block from the blackest area in the area, and I don't even want to get on the bus. Like literally, I'm like 10 blocks away. But anyway, I'm getting old. Duh. There's a better way to do it now. We didn't have YouTube back then. But anyway, this is a video, and why I mentioned 125th Street, because that one summer that I made the video, I sold 100 copies on the street. Back then I had it on a DVD. And, the people would come back. They got to know me. I was getting pretty well known down there. And after a while, I asked people, are you practicing? Because it's a qigong or breathing video. So I'm like, have you been practicing? They be like, nah, man, I just bought it because you's a brother. Like, that's not why I sold it. I sold it so you can practice it and see the power of just learning how to breathe. You don't have to learn all this and all the punching and all the fancy movement. If you just learn how to breathe. So I'm going to have to do it over again, because this video and this one I'm making now and this video that I'm getting ready to play the beginning of is geared towards people who look like me, so-called black, African American, colored, Negro, the N-word people, whatever we're called now. We all, I think, pretty much know that we have a type of melanin. I'm not going to get into that too deep. But this is an acronym that I made up, meaning helping empower melanated peoples. See, we say the true word is peoples, like with an S at the end. Peoples, peoples. A bunch of people at the same time. Nation Builders Lodge. Now, why I'm talking about that right now is because if you look at what the administration is doing and sit back and think about it, not just America, but all countries are cutting themselves off. It's travel, even between coming from America and going to other countries, is getting harder or maybe even impossible now. The money, everybody's going to have their own money. Think in terms of future. We can ready to go through some shit. So why I'm saying that is because they're firing tens of thousands of people. What you're gonna do if you lose your career? One of the purposes I made this hemp is to start a new career. We need to learn to do for self and kind. This one plant, what did I just say a little while ago? One plant, one plant, one plant, a little land. And why I said I should have the things that grow in here, because you can make clothes, you can make fuel, you can make oil, you can make food, the most important thing, and one of the first things when you grow the plant, the seeds and stuff is food. You grow your own food. You don't wait for the government. You don't wait for people from other countries who took over the farming. Anyway, I sold a bunch of these videos, but I haven't sold any since. But this is just the beginning, because I like it. This is my video. I'll put the link on the bottom of this video so you can check the video, because I'm not technical like that. When I be making some money, then I can hire somebody to do all that technical stuff. You might have to listen up. Matter of fact, I should have. Matter of fact, wait. Okay, I just wanted to say, I forgot to set up the speaker so you can hear what I'm saying on the video. Let's get ready to...
Greetings. I am Professor Roy L., and this is Mellow Tai Chi Kui Gong, breathwork for melanin activation. The first DVD in the Melom series. Melom is the sound of blackness. Mel from the Greek malanos, meaning black, and the vibration, sound, tone, word, Om, which is the sound of the universe, the blackness. The difference in Melon Tai Chi is the intention and attention. As you do these breathing exercises, imagine your melanocytes absorbing the light of the sun and the earth's magnetism. This is Melom, the new black power. Peace. Let's begin. You will focus your mind on your navel as you do these breathing exercises. The eyes are kept as if you're about to fall asleep, slightly open. The corners of the mouth are turned up like you're about to smile. The head is pulled up from the neck. Breathing is in and out of the nose. The rules are long, slow, quiet, and soft.
So, that video is like the commercial for the actual video, which I was selling, but I lost the password, blah, 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 blah. So what I want to do with what I'm doing now, now that I the big now that I have developed cannabis kung fu dao. Cannabis kung fu dao. Well, that's the name of the station or the channel, YouTube channel. Like I said, what this is the channel is for anybody. The kung fu is for anybody. But I'm going to be talking about my people. If I sound prejudiced because I'm talking about my people, if I sound prejudiced because I'm talking about helping my people, then go to another channel. Go away. But no matter what race or color you are, why do I feel I have to even say these things? Why can't I just say I've created a way for my people to learn how to become the workers or one of the groups of people that's going to be working and making America great again, but with black, black power. And for us to get one seed for, when I say us, of course, I mean people that look like me and not think like me, but we have like minds. Like people that be like in their mind, hey, why aren't we doing for self? Hey, my people are making, no, yes, are making and then spending more than $1 trillion every year, every year, every year, every year. And we the poorest people, the most downtrodden, the most this, the most that. Nobody love us, no, everybody hate us, but everybody in our hood getting our money. Where's the? Okay, I'm not gonna go there. Where's the black stores? But I'm not gonna go there. So anyway, I just wanted to say that hemp is the male side of the cannabis plant. And I'm going to talk about that in length. I'm going to make a whole video about that because I've just been talking about the marijuana. Ooh, we can smoke the marijuana. This is what makes this plant, this herb, so incredible. But at the same time, this is what makes this plant something that we need to have some type of control. Because right now, the American way is just, oh, let me make it into all these different chemicals. Oh, let me make the herb, the weed stronger. And so I can get higher, dude. Cannabis Kung Fu Dao is real Kung Fu on the one hand, but it's the word Kung Fu, a high level achievement over time, is applied to the plant. Spirituality, medicine, economics, and recreation. So that's it. I'm out. Peace.
Greetings. I am Professor Roy L. And this is Mellow Tai Chi Qui Gong. breath work for melanin activation. The first DVD in the Mel-Om series. Mel-Om is the sound of blackness. Mel from the Greek melanos, meaning black, and the vibration, sound, tone, word, Om, which is the sound of the universe, the blackness. The difference in Mel-Om Tai Chi is the intention and attention. As you do these breathing exercises, imagine your melanocytes absorbing the light of the sun and the earth's magnetism. This is Mel-Om, the new black power. Peace.